Welcome to Behind the Art with me, your host, Chef Stuga, a show where we profile certain individuals in their respective arts. We focus on two things, youth and business and music artists. On today's episode, my first guest is somebody who's manufacturing a product that's out of the ordinary. So let's go have a chat with her. And now to welcome my first guest on today's episode, the lady behind one of the fastest growing brands in the country right now, Miss Tamani of White Label Fragrances. Yeah. Good intro, ne?
Yeah, it
Good
is.
intro. First things first, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all your success. First time being in the store for me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I love it. The energy is amazing.
Thank you.
The aura to it. I don't know if that speaks to your character. Is that a reflection of who you are?
I think to some extent, yes. I think just from the colors as well, it's very serene, it's very calm. I like to be calm, and so white and black are two of my favorite colors. And so my house is similar to this actually. It's white. And so these are colors that I like. And so when I was building this brand, I wanted to sort of be an extension of who I am. So yeah, I guess you can say that.
Yeah, that's impressive. So you being like the calm person, you think that adds on you being focused on your business?
I think so because I don't really make decisions. Okay, not all the time. I tend to sort of think about things first. I'm in my space a lot of the time.
Okay.
And that helps me to sort of make major decisions and stuff. And so I think that has really helped me in this journey.
So you're like a calculated person.
To some extent.
You're not afraid to take risks?
No. Well, you know what? I think I take risks every day. Starting this business, honestly, was a risk in itself because I betted on myself. For in the beginning, I didn't go and ask for money from anybody. I didn't do anything. I just bet on myself, and I said, you know what? I need to do this to show myself that it's gonna work. So I think from the beginning, I was just taking risks.
And when did this start?
The business,
yes.
White Label Fragrances, 2017, officially 2017. Yes.
It's fairly new,
Yeah,
but it's doing great.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the times, the first 3 years for a lot of businesses, are bound to fail.
Yeah.
So when you started, were you with somebody helping you as a partner in the decision making and creating, or were you just hands-on completely?
From the beginning, I was hands-on.
Okay.
I remember, and people don't believe this when I tell them, I filled perfume bottles. I was renting like a small, which we still have now. It's pretty small, but I mean, it works. Studio in Broadhurst.
Okay.
And I would knock off from work every day to go to that studio, fill in perfumes.
Yourself?
Myself.
Wow.
Until, I think I did that for a week, until I had enough stock for both stores, because I had a store in Game City before, and then Riverwalk. Then, I think when I had enough stock then, I came in and stocked the store, the different stores by myself. My sister would come, but I would drag them like at 10 o'clock in the evening. And they'd be like, come on, So, so they'd come and help me and we'd fill the shelves and stuff. And I think for a whole year, it was just me at the studio and with my team here, my fragrance stylist.
Okay.
They would tell me they don't have fragrances, they don't have this. In the evening, I would go, fill, come back here and stock, Wow. Until then I could see, I can't do this. By myself.
That's interesting.
To have people.
That's interesting. Speaking of your sister, did you get any more support from friends and family starting?
Yeah.
Like they didn't ask for free?
No. I think I have a very supportive family.
Okay.
Yes, and I think now I've got two sisters that I work with in the business. My older sister and who works at production. Both of them actually work at production. So it's their support has been really amazing.
A lot of people have always stayed away from doing business with family and friends. How are you guys making that work?
I think it's an understanding. they see the passion behind the business. And I think they've seen the business grow from 2017 until now. Now we've got a proper production team. We've got a back-end team, which consists of finance, marketing, as well as operations. So they've seen these people come in, and they believe in the brand that much to stick with it. Yeah.
You mentioned marketing. Mm-hmm. I think the brand is one of the most visible brands in the country right now. Mm-hmm. Be it social media and all of that. Are you involved in that process? Like, what is put out? Mm-hmm. What should be put out at when? Mm-hmm. I mean, we just got off International Women's Month. Mm-hmm. You had everyone come in. Yeah. So was that a plan?
Yeah, definitely. I've been hands-on with marketing from day one. In fact, I remember my business development manager was telling me that this is like your area. Okay. From day one, what we have every Monday is a Monday morning meeting. Okay. Without fail. No matter where you are in the world, you are going to attend the White Label Monday morning meeting.
Okay.
So this consists of all my marketing team, my operations, my personal assistant, as well as a store manager. This we just discuss the week before, and then we discuss what we're going to be doing. And the reason why that meeting is very important, we wanted to solidify our brand as a digital brand. We wanted to be very visible on social media. So you'd find that my marketing team is very active. So it's important that each and every individual that works in that department knows what they're supposed to be doing. So we would sit and discuss what went right the week before and what went wrong, and how can we fix it. And then the week that's coming, what is it that we're going to be doing? Is it the photographer that's going to be doing photos, graphics person? What is up? So what we then do in that meeting, we also discuss the content plan for the month. Oh. Like right now, we are already done with April. During April, we're going to work on May.
Wow.
So pictures have already been taken, etc., such that when April hits, it's just,
What are some of the things you guys are doing to give back to the immediate community?
What we are planning on doing now, I think it's two things, which is so dear. One is very dear to my heart. I think both of them are. One has to do with the environment. We're trying to sort of play our part in recycling and taking care of the environment. It could be recycling of our bottles. So we have a new campaign that we're going to be bringing in, where you bring in your old, because we realize we have a lot of customers, and a lot of them always SMS us or send us messages on Instagram and saying, what do we do with our bottles, etc.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bring back your bottles, and for every 5 or 6 bottles, you get a free product or a discount on your next purchase, right? That's one thing. And then the other thing that we are building now, I've just been, what's the English word?
What's the Setswana term? Did you say that?
I've just been appointed chairperson for the Natural Cosmetics Association of Botswana.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Under the NPAB.
That's some applause.
Yeah. And through that, what we are trying to do, or what we are doing, not trying, is to grow the industry, the cosmetics industry of Botswana, and ensure that regulations are in place, ensure that certain institutions are accredited, and such that our products can also be accredited as well. We use a lot of, in our body care ranges, for example, we use Murula, which we get locally, Mongongo, which we get locally, Kalahari melon seed, which we get locally. So what we want to do at White Label Fragrances is to have an organization where we group the women that are assisting us. Particularly our Murula oil, we get it from Gweta, right?
Especially from Gweta.
Yes, there's just a certain feel with that type of Murula which we like.
Okay.
And so we want to sort of group the ladies and upskill them as well, and tie that in our business. So for every bottle maybe of Murula oil that you buy, or cosmetics, be it a body oil or body butter that you buy, a certain percentage goes to that organization. And we would not only give them the money, but set up a platform where we can upskill them in terms of businesses, how to handle their finances, so that they know how are they charging us, and how are they even growing the community as well. So those are the projects that are in the pipeline currently for us.
That's quite impressive. I mean, that speaks on the value chain, helping out the women in Gweta, owning the ecosystem. I think that's a good reflection of your intentions with business. Because for the most part, we're always thinking people are getting into business just to make money and take and never give.
Yeah, the thing is, the money is great. We haven't made it yet. But the money is great, but what drives, what I think, this is my opinion, should drive entrepreneurs is purpose. Once you're led by purpose, everything else makes sense. And I think I'm a huge believer in God. And so my prayers every day is for God to use me to show other people that it's possible. And so if at all I've asked for that, that's the journey that I'm supposed to be living, So I need to show other women and men, young or old, that it's possible, and they should see it through the businesses that I'm doing. And I also need to hold people. It all makes, it makes sense, right?
That's so profound.
Yeah.
That's so, I don't think anybody said it better.
Really?
Honestly. You mentioned men. Are there any plans to grow men's range in the white label fragrances?
So exciting. Yes.
We feel left out.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
We are actually working on a very exciting project for men. It's called White Label Men, not White Label Fragrances, but White Label Man.
Okay.
And the reason it took so long is because I wanted to do it right. So what we're currently doing, we released shower gels. We obviously have fragrances that are for men, but we want to now go deeper into what men really, really need. And so the White Label Fragrances Man, should I say a brand, but sub-brand of White Label, is going to be led by men. So we're going to have polls and questionnaires that we're going to be asking men, what exactly is it that you need? Because I just don't want to make a product just because I think it's a nice product. We have men that want good shaving oils. We have men that have issues with razor bumps and beards and stuff.
Beard issues.
You know what I mean? With the lotions that they put on, the scrubs. So the products that we're going to be manufacturing are going to be influenced by men. The everyday black men. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing in terms of expanding with white label fragrances? Are you planning on going international in African countries?
Yeah, for sure. We have white label fragrances in South Africa. Before COVID happened, I think this was the year that we were supposed to go full on with white label South Africa. And that is still in plans. Part of our team is in South Africa currently, part of a marketing team. And so they're just sort of preparing our our workstations as well, and offices that side. But August 2021, we should start selling in SA.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be SA, and then you move to other countries.
Other countries. Now, White Label Fragrances is a brand that celebrates Africa. Now, last year we had a fragrance called Dipuka, which was a fragrance that had a Botswana name. We now have another one called Selemo. We're going to release another one in August, all part of the summer fragrances. African summer fragrances. And as we go to other African countries, we want to see what is within those countries that we can celebrate. I think because we are a manufacturing company, we're able to do that, right? So we want to celebrate Africa and bring Africa to the world. I see the brand being in New York. I see the brand being in London. I see the brand being in Australia. I see the brand being all over. And I think by the reason why I know that it would work is because we had an opportunity to be on BBC last year. And that gave us a massive platform. I think till today, people are asking
still asking for products.
From the States. Almost every week, we have people from all over the world asking us, how can we get access to your products? Where can we buy them, etc. And obviously, we have to fix our internal, processes first. Ensure that once we introduce that
to the world,
we don't stop. It's something that's going to be consistent.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. I think that wraps it up. Where can we find the product?
Currently, white label fragrances, Riverwalk, opposite Woolworths. We are moving into Airport Junction, single Fab Stars. We're also going to be moving into Game City as well very soon. Yeah, so basically look out for that. And obviously our social media platforms.
What's the handle?
White Label Fragrances on Instagram, White Label Fragrances on Facebook, White Label Fragrances on Twitter as well.
Okay.
And our website, www.whitelabelfragrances.com.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having us. Thank you for inviting us into your own space. I love the store.
Thank you.
I think I'll be coming in to, get a gift for somebody special.
Yeah, and for yourself as well.
Yeah, I need the beard oil also.
Yeah, you need to be part of our focus group, definitely, and just help us to just create.
I just got a job.
There you go.
I just got a job. Thank you very much for having us. Now I'm going to jump into studio where I'm going to be talking to my music guest. Stay tuned. Back in studio with my music guests. These three gentlemen are behind some of the hardest tracks to come out. Namely, Makeneke Lebalakana, which is my personal favorite. The Yama Award-winning trio, MMP Family. Gents, welcome.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Sharp, currently.
Currently, get the mixed feelings because like tomorrow comes on, so you'll never know. And right now, I do more comfort zoning. I performing. I wanna the show.
Yeah.
So I wanna zaket and ya no re dira dio tse dingwe tota go re mongwe mo spaces e leng gore ha se tloela right now. So yeah. Go bedenya. Easy money.
No, guys, before we get into other things, MMP how did the name come up?
MMP like way during our junior level so I think that was 2000, right?
2000 something.
Somewhere
around there. So
2000 something.
On the same mood. Ratala music that brought us together. Yeah, and MMP
the initial
MOD Mziko and place.
Yeah. So why did you guys decide Kwaito? Because basically that's what you guys have been making, I guess.
Yeah. No, Kwaito ne re lebeletse gore it's gore style sa rona ne so mo concept tse di like do tse di diragalang around us.
Yeah.
So na ke golela mo US this Cosmo US the MOD across the road.
Yeah.
Alaksalene mo US so the only sound e leng gore ne re khona gore re dire gore batho ba khona go relate le di concept tse re tswang ka tsone ne re bona e le Kwaito and na kwa teng gape because ne re feel we were confident na kwa teng ga go te Kwaito is dead so ne re feel gore ha re chipa into style se leng gore a gona po batlang go tsena because o tla ka dire ya gore no Kwaito is dead so ha re tla re tsena ha ra go mo go leba kwa go te mathaka ba irang wa bona so That's why we chose Quiet.
Quite okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people haven't been able to keep a group together. I think you guys are the only standing group currently.
Yeah.
So besides that, you guys start recording, you get to studio, first performance, idiragalaleng as a group.
Now, I remember the time na kuele Ren West, Moji West.
Hey, release party Eskimos, yeah.
Ro kaya para lama bala ale mamas.
Sure.
Sena ko vertar sen arabetsa.
Pero khasaga.
Bas nele release party ya, is it Eskimos kana?
Another group.
Yeah.
So pimpile release party.
Yeah.
Was it a paid performance?
No, nele mahara. Like tengwa rona, like shout out to MJ.
Yeah.
Na we le na le closely view one. So ba bua le because ke na kwa Eskimos le one wa spana le V. So ba bua le V gore ke tsere mathaka ba bangwana.
Ba bogale.
Ne rena lina le fani nyana.
Ne
se MMP ya. Re tsere lina le fani re le ngama blind.
Sa ba o le bua e.
No, le bua.
Hey, that name. So re blomile mo backstage da MJ re mo rumile or no MJ tsa mo bua le majita ra re ready da
Yeah.
ne re tla re woka re tsoko dlatleng re tla gona hale so MJ ha tsena ka bara takwa wa MC MMP Family ya tsena
Yeah.
o rile MMP wa wana
Yeah.
ata tsena ta re MMP e ga re jumpile blind ne mona
So
MMP
can I decide gore?
because
MMP.
he got that from the lyrics. The lyrics tsa rona. Ne le place MOD Mziko. So every time it's Mziko MOD place it's MMP one. So I pick up from that about MMP. Eish, re mo tshwere sengwe.
MJ ska
Salary mudwezi.
Salary mo handle kana no e be sena go blowa le tsenya zakanyana. So ya nong halentse le performer le ntse MMP le recorder management it's an alien because I should think go manage a group over because I like manage ka bolona.
Yeah. During that period, because the idea was to for someone who will be interested. Pushing one.
Yeah.
And it happened the way we planned. The very tulana layer wrong Stibo.
Slim.
Stibo.
That's
where that's our first manager.
Oh,
Stibo.
okay.
Yeah. Again, respond on our first project, most spacey. So, respond, I think about is it a year?
Yeah, I think it was a Copenhagen 2010.
Yeah, that's why. Or perform somewhere.
Yeah.
The quality of music, nese so ne abare no gens. Ke batla ke le se re go record pina tse dingwe sesha or and make other songs, right?
Yeah.
E be re simolla re gone ho. While we were working on the project, aba khona gore me mathaka ba khwafa ya bana so had an agreement and then we started working with him. That was the first project. Then the second project, lesson 1, responded loosely. And then on the way happy we responded. Listen.
Yeah, Zenzen.
So le manage your whole career.
Yeah,
sure. So rar hard factory and management ke ne handle khanya dizak. Because a lot of people kala ba ipotsa ha go bukwa batho ba le bararo ba pagamang stage le check e khatwa yang so go mo ke khanya le buisantseng ka bolona kana e builwe ke management e be le dumalana.
No, ke ka borona cause ke the idea rona.
Yeah.
No so disrespect to anyone.
So we need to learn understanding at least.
Yeah, when we get paid.
Yeah.
My dear go account there.
Yeah, business.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Rona we pay the manager. I get. Then Rona we focus more on pushing Spanish to take
music,
the art. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to add on what he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And gore ole diame ore bitsare di triplets tsa ga.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Le batho na be re dire business. Ole mo that's why on more keeping
together, yeah.
For keep the bond
yeah.
For
sure.
So
that's why on that MMP family part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
For sure.
Okay, no, yeah, it makes sense. No, yeah, what's what? MMP rang cash besides performance. As I'm a merchandise, I want the business. That is I'm young Mosaiding. How are you guys surviving?
No, the only thing is ne rekisa merchandise so one.
Yeah.
Ne rentse rekisa merchandise re pusha merchandise but e be go nna le challenge ya material kana ke yona corona re go re tsante nyano isimola nna maka hela material or quality re go compromise you then we stopped that one because ne le mo gore it's not all about money the brand ya gore re bo bolaela because re batla new kwa one.
Yeah.
But hela currently mo le mongwe o tuna hasela go mo tuna hasela go but re ntse re itse hela gore no MMP teng hale there's no need to rush anything or MMP family re tloga re tse re compromise thata one so I do not do dinna sharp re tla be re ikotla gore kante ke ne re ntsha video ele kante ke ne re dira la ile le go sena nyoko sharp
Barna toti sa CV dai
drop a CV
drop it check.
Okay, so yeah, no, because you're not performing, record. The most studio le zama di hit.
Yeah, that I believe before even Corona, COVID, horror.
Yeah.
Nurses is a project. Nurses go drop our fourth studio project. So, Pione di pina rente di single mo one. Even the song that will be performing is one of the songs from the project.
Upcoming album.
Yeah, so very feeling very hold the bill, you know. But also trying to figure out hore re ka ntsha yang ka tsele wa bona gona le re a re bate go e waste to be honest. So we're still trying to figure out re ka e pusha yang marketing since wanana go di push wa thata online. Try to come up with a better strategy to gore ye go gore bate ya teng on.
So besides the album that's coming hopefully this year, hopefully it drops this year.
Like he said,
yeah. Okay, so besides the album, any other plans for MMP?
Eish, dog.
Crossing the border, maybe?
So that's been the plan. Everything that we started, because we cross trying to build that relationship. I grow how quite so COVID but hopefully making medication or to send
no, it's the point they will talk about building relationships. I think a lot of people in business, even in more industry, they don't understand the value of relationships.
Hey, it's very important. We talk about that because and your ideas and your plans someone who's short-sighted. So at times people want to see what I may if I start working with this person. I may so such things even comfortability when working around
because you guys have never had the scandal, let's end up for the wrong reasons. So give us a idea thing.
No, rona re tswa kgakala re le batho ba eleng gore rata gore re batho ba kgone go relate le rona ba bana like ha re tswe ra go rata go tswa out of character to end something because ne re dumela mo music wa rona gore we are talented and tshwanetse re dirise talent ya rona gore batho ba so nowadays go tsena go dingwe ga re o tswe mo out of character o tse video ne funny so that batho ba gonne go trend but go dingalonyana we can't do that.
No, speaking of trending, social media, where can people follow you guys?
Yeah, re na le page MMP Family BW, Instagram MMP Family, Twitter MMP Family. Yeah, le bo TikTok la re se re tsene re tuna ntho tsa teng mare. Yeah.
So the personal account tsone
No, Place J MMP Fam. The social media platform totally. Yeah.
D MMP Fam.
Alright.
Mziko MMP Fam.
It's time for you guys to perform Pina.
Our latest single is called Motswalle Kontle, produced by Motswalle Kontle.
Yeah.
Produced by Drake. Shout out Sports.
Yeah.
Wait,
Good man.
I need to know what's the reason behind this title.
Honestly, most independents are on a mechanic.
Yeah.
They came a point where na kongorosa re perform ne performela ba go lwa wana.
Yeah.
So tseding o ne itela ka re di nna bokete gore ba performele. Ronga ba rano. Me most of your songs guys o ka re la checker batho ba bomme.
Hey.
Wa wana.
Yeah.
Mare ne so ra ba tag just the way you chose to spread the message. Wa wana. So e be re fila re ntse re build re ira tse dingwe re no once le rona a re ile batho ba bomme sengwe le bone ba itsore really appreciate them le majita e tsare batho ba lona shapa re ba hello rato.
Yeah, no, no, shout out for coming out, gentlemen. Really appreciate you guys coming out and taking the time. There we have it. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Stuga Chef. We're going to head straight into the performance, and don't forget what we talked about in terms of unity. The show is hosted by me, and it's powered by Mascom, who are number one because of you. I'm out.
Shoteng o pelo tshela o ka mmona phatsi ma face ya kadumetse ona motswaletse mo khoneng a mo solofetse magodimo ngwana batho a mo kolobetse fa ba golo ba mmona ba duduwetse ga ba itse gore motho a go wa go betsa tenda boy ka bodipa o go gateletse fa lo rato le seo ska ipateletse baby girl fa feta re go lebeletse ka ma window ka rona re go okometse se mo betse ka lebante ka fa ga o mo felisente How patele rente, baby girl, o motswalele konte. Se mo betse ka lebante, ka fa ga o mo felisente. How patele rente, baby girl, o motswalele konte. Batho ba ba nna ga ba rate go ratiwa. We dirile di shashe, a go phande monna bana baje. We gantse monate, ga o blomela peng o ka rokatse. O mo solofetsa lefatshe, a go blome out ya ka weekare. Tsa motlhoko ga di sale wena, gape modimo o teng ka matlhale. Se mo betse ka lebante, ka fa ga o mo felisente. Ga o patele rente, baby girl o mo tswalele konte. Se mo betse ka lebante, ka fa ga o mo felisente. Ga o patele rente, baby girl o mo tswalele konte. O mosadi le sa go mo leseletsa. Batho ba ba nna ga ba rate go ratiwa. Hey, ga ka tsena mo space le wena o go gopola fa maitiso a fela wa go lebala ha di sena go jela sa go ke go tsama phakela a ba go khela ona puruma le mekgerwa ga o letsa ba re thaka masena a tsaditse dipakete a direla banyana di walete se mo betse ka lebante ka fa ga o mo felisente ga o patele rente baby girl o mo tswalele konte se mo betse ka lebante ka fa ga o mo felisente ga o patele rente baby girl o mo tswalele konte mosadi le sa go leseletsa batho ba banna ga ba rate go ratiwa o mosadi le sa go mo leseletsa batho ba banna ga ba rate go ratiwa o mosadi le sa go mo leseletsa batho ba banna ga ba rate go ratiwa. Oh yeah.